Court is calling 2025 CR 001454, State versus Deja Miller Havana. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense?
Jody Sawyer, defense.
And are you Deja Miller Havana? All right. You entered a plea on September 30th of no contest. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application of deferred adjudication. The state is recommending community supervision. Outside the agreement, there is a request for your community supervision to be for a term of 10 years. And, of course, community service hours and different programs. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report and the TAP evaluation?
No. I have.
You have not?
No, Judge.
Right, so I'll have you all step back so if you can review that and just come back up once you review it. All right, thank you. Are you Deja?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Deja Miller Havana?
Yes.
All right. You entered a plea in this case, and the court has previously stated on the record what the plea bargain agreement consisted of. Where we left off, court asked if all parties had a chance to review PSI report and defense. Have you had a chance?
Here's something viewers often miss. The PSI, pre-sentence investigation, may matter more than the trial itself at this stage. It's where the judge learns who the defendant really is beyond the charge. Background, mental health, prior behavior, and risk factors. This report quietly shapes sentencing long before the final ruling.
Review the PSI report. State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any corrections to the PSI report?
I have no corrections to the PSI report. I do need to follow up on one thing.
All right. Any corrections to the PSI report? All right. Any witnesses from either side?
Yes, Your Honor. State has 3 witnesses.
All right.
So, first state calls Kateri Miller.
Okay, that's
Then I don't need to go back and
Did you raise your right hand for me, please?
Sure.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Kateri Miller. First name Kateri, last name Miller.
All right, you may proceed. All right, guys in the box, if you could whisper. All right, you may proceed.
How are you presently employed? I am currently employed by the City of Converse in Lincoln. What is your, or do you have any training and experience relating to animal cruelty? Yes, I am a nationally certified animal cruelty investigator through the University of Missouri. I've worked in animal care and control, specifically as an animal cruelty investigator for 11 years. Do you have any continuing education in this area as well? I have continuing education for the Texas Department of State Health Services. I do have these lost. Do you have any training and experience relating to the discipline of animals? Yes, as far as what could be acceptable or determined to be full treatment. Are there postponed? I don't. So with discipline, right? You said that there was acceptable one. Unacceptable. Corrections that would not cause any physical harm to them. So what would be an example of unacceptable correction? Excessively hitting your dog or cat or animal punishments. Generally speaking, in your training and experience, do discipline methods depend on the age of the animal? Or may they? Potentially, younger animals that are in development are more susceptible to injury or so having even accidentally hit an animal could cause an injury. And then, do methods of discipline depend on the size of the animal? Not necessarily. Officer Miller, how did you get involved in this case? At the time of the incident, which was on January 17th, 2025, I was employed by the City of San Antonio Animal Care Services as an animal cruelty investigator. I was working on a single day of work when I received an email sent to the Cruelty Investigation Department containing a video which was linked to a report that was made through the City Customer Report.
Did you watch that video?
I did watch it.
What did you observe in that video?
I observed a 45-second clip of a young adult female African American woman on the balcony of a higher story multi-unit structure, hitting a small breed or small breed size or sized dog multiple times with an object that appears to be leash-like. In the video, the woman is seen striking at the dog 17 times.
Let that sink in. 17 strikes in under a minute against a 3-pound puppy. In Texas law, torture doesn't require broken bones or visible wounds. It hinges on unjustifiable pain and suffering. The state isn't arguing discipline here. They're arguing excess, force, and fear. And that's a line courts take extremely seriously.
15 of which while she was holding the canine, 2 of which were at the end where that canine got used.
You said she was holding the canine. Could you tell where she was holding the canine?
It appeared in one part of the video to be by the canine's head or muzzle, which was called the snout, as well as the throat. It was kind of hard to see exactly because there was a pop-up crate or carrier that constructed some of the video.
Did you ever come into contact with this animal?
I did that evening.
Why did you come into contact with that animal?
So after I observed the video and I determined in my professional opinion as it being excessive and being found to be animal cruelty, which is causing unjustifiable pain and suffering to a non-domestic animal, I went and obtained a warrant to remove the animal from the order.
So you removed from her custody and you came into contact with the animal. Can you please describe the size of the animal?
The size of the animal was very small. It was under 3 pounds at the time of the incident. For examination, but it was very small. So you pick up.
Do you know the age of the animal?
I believe he was a 3-month-old, immature or toy poodle.
Generally, in your training and experience, are there behavioral manifestations exhibited by an animal when they are experiencing pain?
Sorry, could you ask the question again?
Of course. So, in your training and experience, do animals manifest when they are experiencing pain?
Yes, they can.
How can they do that?
They can do it by crying out, limping, acting abnormally for the animal. At the same time, they often mask pain as well, so you may not know that an animal is physical.
In the video that you observed, did you see any of these manifestations?
Yes, there were times in the video, for example, here.
This is one of the most emotionally charged moments of the hearing. Audio evidence cuts deeper than video alone. Judges are human, and hearing distress, not just seeing it, changes perception. At this point, the courtroom tension isn't legal anymore. It's moral.
The whimper and the woman in the video told the dog to shut up. And then at the end, whenever they went to strike the dog, the dog screamed out as if it was speaking.
So based on your investigation, did you develop an opinion as to whether the puppy in this case was torture?
Yes.
What is that opinion?
My opinion is that it was tortured. The individual was seen striking at the dog with the amount of force. That is in 45-second time frame, 17 times was definitely excessive and
Absolutely.
All right, of course.
Yes. Okay. Ms. Miller, or is it Ms. Miller?
Yes.
And you stated that the discipline methods don't depend on size, correct?
Not necessarily. I would say that that type of discipline against a larger dog would be necessary.
Okay. And so you agree with me that you have knowledge of the law, right? In this particular statute, and that she has been charged with torturing non-livestock. Okay, but you also deal with livestock cases as well.
I work with livestock, wildlife, exotics.
In livestock, the definition, the torture definition under livestock and non-livestock is the exact same. You can't, the definition is to not cause unjustifiable pain or suffering, correct?
Correct, but there are different rule means for livestock and domestic animals. Unfortunately, domestic animals are subject to.
Well, so the statute itself does not distinguish in regards to torture between livestock and non-livestock. The definition of torture is causing the animal unjustifiable pain.
Your Honor, I really think that's not good for video speaking of the law. Right.
Here's what I want to tell everybody. You all have entered into a plea bargain agreement. If questions are being asked to try this case, then you all should not have entered into a plea bargain agreement. And what I'm saying goes for both the state and the defense. Then you all should have entered into a plea bargain agreement. You all should have went to jury trial. If there is a foundation that somebody's trying to lay that this law may or may not be unconstitutional, that's not what the trial court hears. I don't hear whether a law is unconstitutional or not. You need to take that up to the appellate section and how the laws are written. My only job is to follow the law as written. And I want to remind both parties, I read the stipulations because I read the stipulations when y'all entered into the plea bargain agreement. I've seen the video. I've seen the video because y'all included in the stipulations. So, I want everybody to...
This interruption is a power move and a warning. The judge is signaling, I've seen enough. Once a plea bargain is entered, this isn't about relitigating guilt. It's about consequences. When a judge reminds counsel she's seen the video, that door is effectively closed.
Understand. I remember what's in the stipulation. I remember what's in the video. So with that being said, go forth with your questions.
Your Honor. Yes. So my point is that the definition is not different, correct, for livestock versus
They're just under the statute. But I'm not sure what
and so it's the same. So you would agree with me that there is, in your profession, you use this kind of personal decision on what is justifiable and unjustifiable, correct?
I use my expert opinion, not my personal. I don't include any of my bias. I was either those subjects.
Okay, you suggest that striking an animal 15 to 17 times, potentially, is torture, correct?
With force, yes.
Okay, and this is a lack of leash that you observed, correct?
Sounds like that. Yes.
Oh, okay. And so you would agree with me that you don't go down to the racetrack and arrest people when they beat those horses in the races with a hard crop.
So what is
15
acceptable
times.
for horses and horse racing is not the same as what's acceptable for domesticated animals.
Okay, but that is not in the law, correct? The law doesn't say it's different, justifiable for the livestock as it is. There's different definition. There's no different definition for torture.
I'm not sure how we're trying to justify that for this case, or what the point is.
The point is that our society routinely,
Alright, so let me stop everybody there. There needs to be question and answer. So if you can answer the question, please answer the question. If you cannot answer the question, then you cannot answer the question.
us.
No,
Sorry.
no problem.
You agree with me though that you don't arrest people at the racetrack when they are beating their horses with a hard crop, correct?
There's no evidence that horse racing is not.
And have you ever arrested any of them? Have you ever seen a case where they've been arrested? Been charged with torture?
No.
Now, let's talk about, you say that this was, you wrote a report and you your report contains that there was no bodily injury found to the animal, correct? All right. And that just in case the animal was feeling pain, that they administer some, I guess it would be like Tylenol type substance to the dog.
It was chloroquine.
Tylenol is
I apologize. It would have been some type of pain medication, despite the fact that you even indicated in your report it was unclear whether the dog was in pain or not.
That's correct.
So, you would agree with me that when you show up to get the dog from the residence of Miss Miller, that the dog is in a very nice little crate, correct? It's the popper crate.
It was contained in the restroom, not inside.
Okay, but clean area.
There it was cleaned.
Okay, pee bag was there. Toys.
I believe so.
And the dog's active. And when you walk in,
Yes.
and you say that in your report, nor on the video camera does it note any kind of concern with how the animals walk.
I did not observe any abnormality.
Okay. And the animal was happy to see you. Allowed you to pick it up. Didn't you communicate in your report that the animal was running from you or afraid of you?
That's correct.
Now, in regards to your report, you also put that it may have been struck. You could not tell if the dog was actually struck.
I could tell it was struck. I could not tell if it was struck every time that she struck out.
Okay. So, there was on the 15 times that you claimed that she was holding the puppy or dog, that it was the view was obstructed, correct?
Some of it.
Okay. And during those 15 times, you couldn't tell if it actually ever made contact with the dog.
There are times that where you could see the leash-like item, you could see they have striped the area where the dog was at, and you could hear maybe there's no contact with something. So, believe it.
You believe it, but you don't know because you couldn't see it in the videos. You're just jumping to that conclusion.
Understood.
Well, you can't tell if it hit the. You would agree that the crate, there was a crate, like a pop-up crate that was that houses like a kennel that was blocking the view of the dog.
In some of it, yes.
Okay, in the 15 times that you broke it up into 15 versus two additional times, for a total of 19, right?
I can't say that it was fully obstructed for all 15.
I passed it.
Any further questions?
I'm not pretty sure this one.
Thank you. You may be excused. Jake, call your next witness.
State Code Rena Rubio. That's R-A-E-R.
Are they going to?
Our advocate right there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, could you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear from the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth self you got?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hands. Your name, sir.
My name is Rena Rubio, or Rena Gale.
All right, so you may proceed.
Hello. I've become familiar with them. I had seen a video of do you want me to say like just answer what's being asked of you? Okay. I was on Facebook and I had seen a video of Danos getting struck again on his outside porch. And then that's how I came to know him.
Okay, so you said on Facebook. Where was this video posted?
It was posted in the Doodles of San Antonio Facebook group.
Are you a member of that group?
Yes.
Why are you a member of that group?
Just because I'm a dog groomer, so I get a lot of clients through that platform.
When you saw the video, did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
What did you observe in that video?
I observed.
I'm not objecting to the line of questioning the relevant witness. We've already admitted the video. It's in the purview of the judge to review the video. She's no more qualified to review video than the judge or trial.
All right, so what's your legal objection?
It's relevant
Same.
Miss Rubio, did you ever come into contact with Miss Miller?
No, the only form that we spoke through was her Ring door camera, but I never saw her like.
But you did communicate.
Yes.
Why did you communicate?
I wanted to see if I could, I guess, take Thanos from her, buy him from her, and she actually did agree to that.
Did you offer her money for Thanos?
Yes.
How much did you offer her?
It was 300 at first, and then we agreed to that, and then she had given me her number, saying that she was at work, and that she would, she asked me to text her, and once she got home, she would text me a time to meet up to, for me to adopt Thanos. She said she was at work, so she would let me know when she got home.
Do you recall the date that y'all communicated regarding the purchase of Thanos?
I think it was January 18th or 13th. I'm not sure. I know it was the beginning of January, though.
So after y'all made this initial agreement, you stated you first offered $300, correct?
Yes,
And you said that the price changed. Is that also correct?
that is correct.
What did the price change to?
She said she had gotten Thanos for $1,000 and that he was an emotional support animal, and that he's updated on all his shots and everything. So she would take $750 minimum, and then so I said, let me see what I can do, and then so we agreed to that. But she had also stated that she had him posted on Craigslist for a while for $1,000.
And did you have the $1,000 to pay for the dog?
I did not.
So what did you do?
I had posted the video to my personal Facebook in hopes to raise money in order to get Thanos out of that home.
Did Miss
Judge relevant?
On the road.
Did Miss Miller ever ask you to take the post down?
Yes, she did. She said she would give me Thanos as long as if I took the post down.
Did you take the post down?
Once I did raise enough money, I did take it down, and then, it had gotten a lot of, I guess, a lot of people noticed it, and so a lot of other people were posting that video, and she just wanted me to tell everyone to take it down.
And did you tell others to take the video down?
I didn't know anyone. There was a lot of random people posting it.
But did you know anybody that shared it personally?
Yes, not personally, but I know her. I work with her through a rescue, so, yes, I do. Just one.
Okay, so my question is, of the people that you were aware of or had prior experience with, did you ask them to post down on Miss Miller's request?
Yes, I did.
At any point with your conversations with Miss Miller, did she ask you to stop contacting her?
Yes.
When did she ask you to do that?
It was after Thanos was picked up by Animal Care Services. Or actually, it was before. She knew that Animal Care Services was going to go pick up the dog. And she.
Objection.
Yes.
That she has no way of knowing
What's your legal objection?
that she has no personal knowledge of what someone else believes.
All right. And so your legal objection? Is it hearsay?
Hearsay.
Sustained. No problem. It happens.
Did you continue contacting Miss Miller after she asked you to stop?
No, but she had contacted me.
Did you continue posting about her and or Thanos after she asked you to cease communication?
No.
At any point did Miss Miller inform you that she was being threatened as a result of the video?
Yes.
What did you tell her in response to that?
I told her she could reach out to authorities if she really fears for her life, but it's honestly out of my control.
At any point did you have malicious intent toward Miss Miller or her family?
No.
Did you wish ill will upon Miss Miller or her family?
No.
Did you agree with those that were threatening Miss Miller?
No.
So you thought it was unacceptable?
Yes.
At any point with your conversations with Miss Miller, did she ask you not to involve the police?
Yes. She was, whenever we first spoke through the ring camera, she initially said that the police had been there, checked on Thanos, and that he's okay. And I said, well, if I can't see that he's doing well, and that she would, if I can't see that he's doing well, then I would have to call the police just to make sure that he's okay from that video I saw. And she said that she would sell me Thanos, and she was very adamant about me not calling the police.
That's the witness, Your Honor.
Right. Defense.
Yes, so you're telling your testimony today is that you post a video to make money off of a video of an animal that you claim was being harmed?
Not claiming it. There was video proof, and it was to raise money to adopt Anna since she raised the price.
And so, how much money did you make off the video?
I didn't take any money, actually, since she went ahead and gave up on contacting me for Thanos. I didn't collect any, but there were people willing to donate.
So you just said your testimony was that you had raised enough money.
There were people willing to give me money if I had Thanos, which I never even saw him. So I did not obtain any money.
And you claim that the reason that you took down the video was because Ms. Miller asked you to, correct?
Yes.
So you were aware that the video that you posted, people were saying stuff so heinously as she needs to be gang raped.
I was not aware of that comment on my post.
Or that she needed to be killed.
Yeah, I was not aware of that being commented on my post, although I can't really control what other people say or do. Unfortunately, she decided to do this heinous act on her patio in public, and there's precautions for that. There's consequences for that.
And what the point is, though, is that you were aware that these threats were being made to her. You didn't take it down or try to diminish it at that point. It wasn't until you claimed you spoke to her and she asked you for her self-protection to take it down.
At the time, the first time, it was not for self-protection. She said, take it down. And this was before I was aware people were threatening her. She told me first to take it down because she didn't want it to get around because of her school and her job. She didn't want them to see it, and she would give me Thanos. So that's why I took it down.
That's any other questions?
Not for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Fine, next witness.
State Code Ethan Park.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jim Park.
All right, so you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Officer Park, how are you familiar with SAPD 2501177?
So familiar with that.
Yeah, what case is that?
That would be the case that we took on our own case.
What was your role in that case?
I simply provided transport.
Okay, and that was transport when?
On the so
Do you recall who you transported that day?
it was missing.
It was Mr. Deja Miller.
So
So in that case, you provided transport. You were in your patrol unit, correct?
yes, ma'am.
Is your patrol unit equipped with video capabilities?
Yes, ma'am.
To your knowledge, was it operational? I hand you what will be marked. I hand you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 2. Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
What do you recognize it as?
My dash.
To your patrol unit, and this is the events of January 18th, 2025. Other than to comply with the rules of evidence, has it been altered or amended in any way? At this time, Judge State would offer this to the defense for objection.
Yeah, I don't think that.
At this time, Judge,
What exhibit number is that?
number 2, Judge.
All right, defense, State's exhibit number 2 is admitted without objection.
When you transport people, do they make conversation with you?
Most times ago. Most times ago.
Before that played, can I take this witness on board island to make sure that Miranda? I was not aware that they were
Well,
introducing videos today, but I just need to make sure there's no Miranda objection.
we all have already admitted it into evidence, so it's in the evidence.
But it hasn't been viewed, and I would like to ask the court's indulgence to at least take an onboard hire to make sure that Miranda was read.
Have you seen the video?
If I see, I didn't view it today, and I don't know. I don't believe Miranda.
Miranda was issued by another officer that was arrested for unseen. He was interested in
If the state is representing that she's been Mirandized at this point, then I would draw my objection. But they're representing that since I was not aware we were doing videos today, I didn't go through any videos to make sure what they're admitting is post Miranda.
All right, so you're withdrawing your objection?
But is the state, are you saying that this is post Miranda?
Yes, this is
Okay. Okay, then Your Honor, I would draw my objection.
All right, State, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, could you pause for a minute? Could you pause for 1 minute?
Yes.
All right, everyone else, you need to be back here at 1:30. All right, you can continue.
Officer, what song was playing in your patrol unit on January 18th?
That was a hip hop song. It's called Gang Gang by the rap Money Bag Yo.
So, was this
Oh.
I'm sorry.
So it's called Gang Gang. Song about that.
It's hard to hear. Right.
I have no words, Your Honor. No further questions.
All right, thank you.
Thank
There you go.
Spence, Spence, do you have any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, that was all.
Spence, any witnesses?
This time I call Deja Miller.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record, please.
Deja Miller.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
I asked you if there was anything that you wanted to say before you when you said that what was your response to that?
There is, but I do want to say something.
Okay, and this is your opportunity to speak to the judge. What would you like to say?
So, Your Honor, I would like to say that I completely understand that my actions were not okay. I did allow a moment of overwhelm, being, frustrated to take over me. I do take this whole thing as a learning lesson, and I'm sorry that the puppy had to be part of this learning lesson, but I have learned to control myself, to have more patience. I'm sorry to everyone involved, including the puppy, even the people that have been against me in this, social media, the people that came in today. I'm sorry that they had to see that side of me because I know that that's not who I am. And I'm sorry to my mom. I'm sorry to my family, my nieces and nephews that were threatened due to this. And I know that that's not something that I would ever do again. I'm not a troublemaker. I go to school, I go to work, and I spend time with my family. I'm not a danger to society. And again, I allowed a moment of frustration to take over me. And I'm sorry that I had to learn these things this way. It shouldn't have taken this. And I'm sorry that it did. And again, I'm sorry that the dog has to be part of this lesson.
And I'd also like to ask, you are employed, correct?
I am.
How many hours a week do you work?
Right now, I'm working 50 hours a week.
And in addition to being employed, are you going to school?
Yes, I am.
And what are you going to school for?
I just don't feel comfortable saying that only because of social media.
Okay.
But I would tell the judge, I could write it down.
No, it's okay. In regards to that, are you currently taking classes?
I am.
Are you, the judge, the state has asked for jail sanction. You're aware of that? And, in regards to that jail sanction, is there a reason why you do not think that that would be appropriate here? Okay, and why is that?
Because, like I said, I have learned this would be a major setback for me. I get all A's. I get A plus. I have a 4.0 GPA. It would set me back on something that I know that I'm not going to cause trouble. I'm not going to cause trouble to anyone. And it would also set me back with my job. I need my job to pay for my school. So it would just set me back. And I'm not a danger to anyone.
And at this time, I'm going to pass the witness shoulder.
I do.
Yes.
So, do you currently own any pets?
No, ma'am.
So, tell me, what was going on in your life at that time that it came to this point?
At that time, and still to this day, I've been grieving. I'm sorry, grieving my dad. I'm sorry to talk about COVID. Give me a reason to cuss. But I did allow it to take over me. I had been up all night with trying potty training, and I had got up again early that morning, and it just at that time, that's what was really, really heavy on my mind. Of course, there's other things, and but that's the main thing.
So, did your father pass before or after you purchased this animal?
Before.
All right, so he passed before, and you decide to take on a pet in your life. So I don't understand how you get to the point where you're hitting a puppy with a belt or a strap. I don't understand how you go from that to this, and it's a puppy.
Right.
And when puppies use the restroom inside the house, you know whose fault that is?
That was not the case.
Oh, so then why were you being frustrated with?
I was frustrated that morning because I had taken him out to use the restroom, but when it was really cold, again, this is not his fault, it's mine. But he he was doing that thing that dogs do, like when you're trying to get them, they're not ready to go inside. He kept running away every time I would go towards him, running away, playing around. And I was personally not in a play mood. And I took him upstairs. That's not when that happened. But then I was trying to leash train him, getting used to his leash. And I saw online that to leash train him, you can put the harness on him, put the leash on the door, so that way they can get used to it. Of course, giving them room to still walk right there. And I guess he had got frustrated with that, and he did do that, and that was what caused me to do that again. It's not a justifiable reason.
So why did you have him? How long did you have him on the leash on the door?
It was only about 30 minutes at that time.
And so you didn't notice that he was fighting through the leash?
No, ma'am, because I was inside and he was on the balcony.
All right, so outside on the balcony, biting through his leash.
His harness, yes.
And his harness. I still don't understand how you go from that to striking a puppy.
Just allow.
So I'm trying to understand how you get to that point. First, you've taken on the puppy. Your father, as you stated, had already passed, but you decided to take this puppy on into your home, and then we get to a point where you're striking a puppy on the balcony. I'm trying to figure out how you get to that point, because puppies are going to do what puppies do. And when puppies come to you, if they're puppies, right, depending how soon they were taken away from their mothers, usually they come to you and they're not trained. So you took on a puppy that wasn't trained. I still don't understand how you get to the puppy bites through the leash, and you're saying it took 30 minutes for him to bite through the leash. So you had the puppy outside on the balcony in the cold, because you said it was cold outside, strapped by a leash, and he bites through the leash. So I'm trying to understand. Because I will tell everybody, I'm inclined to follow the agreement that you've reached. Now I'm trying to consider, because the state is asking for jail time. So I'm trying to weigh things here. Because my intention, if I'm placing somebody on probation, I'm not trying to ruin their life where they can't go to school or lose their job. But rehabilitation, sometimes it's just not rehabilitation. Sometimes it's punishment thrown in, right? And it appears that your punishment may be, the fact that you're on probation. And I have to make a consideration whether I give you.
This is sentencing philosophy in real time. The judge is walking a tightrope, rehabilitation versus accountability. She's openly questioning whether probation alone is enough or whether punishment is necessary to make the lesson stick. This is where Liv's pivot, not just legally, but permanently.